Set your phasers to stun, bitches. Hello everyone, it's Muffy again, and welcome to my latest YouTube video. It's part of a new series that I'm dedicating myself to, called Trekkie Love. As many of you know, I love popular culture. And as much as I do love popular culture, there isn't any one thing that I'm truly obsessed with. While I love aspects of movies, music, television, and entertainment, I've always been very neutral about television shows, until now. Usually late at night, I'm out painting the town red, but on nights that I'm not, I'm usually home, still a night owl, and it has come to me that there's a channel on the television that plays Star Trek from 8 p.m. until 1 a.m., focusing on one episode of each of the series in the lineup, outside of Discovery, because you have to pay for that shit. Now, I usually put that on as noise fodder as I'm traversing the world of social media and things like that, but eventually these shows caught my attention. Now, science fiction is not one of my most favorite mediums. However, Star Trek in all of its incarnations really does dive into a lot of societal aspects, and it was a world created by Gene Roddenberry that wanted to encompass all aspects of life. Now, I'm sure he didn't mean all aspects of life when he first created the original series, but that came to be a little bit more broad with Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm cheer dancing bitches. So in this series, I'm going to talk about my burgeoning love for Star Trek. And I'm going to kick off this first episode with my top 5 favorite male characters that are not captains. Coming in at number 5 is Sulu from the original series. Now, since I'm not well versed in the Star Trek universe thus far, I've only been watching this for about 2 months. Sulu is a fascinating character. However, I don't feel that he's used a whole lot. He's like a secondary character. That could change somewhere down the line. However, he's coming in at number 5. Number 4 is Tom Paris from Star Trek Voyager. Now, it hasn't been very prevalent so far of men in the Star Trek universe that really kind of make my lady parts tingle, or really find them sexually attractive. Tom Paris is an exception. He's gorgeous, he's charismatic, he's a bit of a womanizer, and I just think that he and I would make a really nice couple. Number 3 is Data from The Next Generation. This character is so fascinating because he's an android, and aside all of his Starfleet responsibilities, he is also conflicted with becoming more human-like, And it's very fascinating from what I've seen thus far, because there are certain things that he tries to break into about being human, and it ends up being just completely hilarious. Oh, good Lord. Do they burp in space? Number 2 is... I really wanted to put number 2 and number 1, but I'll explain that in just a moment. Number 2 is Charles Trip Tucker III from Star Trek Enterprise. This man is gorgeous, and it seems like they try to get him half naked or in his boxer briefs as much as possible in this series, and I totally commend that. I wouldn't mind him bending me over the console on the bridge and having his way with me. Oh. Rein it in, Muffy, rein it in. Aside all that, he is a pretty complex character, and he has an energy that anytime he's on screen, it just excites me on a story level, character level, as well as a sexual level. Now, the number 1 character that I feel is the best aside captains is Mr. Spock. Now, this probably won't surprise many of you, as Spock is such an integral part of popular culture and a part of the whole Star Trek legacy. And it's not hard to understand why. He is the first Vulcan introduced into the Star Trek universe, and he was so wonderfully portrayed by Leonard Nimoy. Oh, the late Leonard Nimoy. He paved the path for many Vulcan characters in the series whole, and that is a testament to his legacy. So I hope you've enjoyed my little journey into the Star Trek universe. There will be many more videos to come, and I'm excited to hear what all of you think about my choices for the top 5 male characters that aren't captains. Don't forget, you can watch many other videos that I posted, and delight in all the weird and fascinating and trashy aspects of who I am. That will do it for this episode. Be sure to pay attention to my page so you can watch further episodes as I dive even further into the Star Trek universe. Live long and prosper, bitches. Bye, y'all. Oh, this isn't May the Force be with you. Oh, devil. If you like what you see here, be sure to support me on Patreon if you are so willing. That way I can bring higher quality videos, better fashion, and entertainment to the masses. I thank you so much. Love you, batches.